What's good, y'all? So if you guys have been watching the videos since 2K23 came out, you know me and Luka have a very love-hate relationship. In this video though, we're going to be focusing on the love part of the relationship. His team in real life, the Mavericks, have been pretty bad. A lot of underwhelming stuff from them coming this year. So I figured I'm going to take over and try to make them a good team again and, really reward Luka for his great basketball abilities. So this isn't going to be a realistic video really at all. The only realistic part is that we have the same roster as the Mavericks in real life, as well as the same draft picks as the Mavericks in real life, which is not a lot because I gave them a lot to my Knicks over there. So shout out the Mavericks for doing that. But we're going to have to deal with some of these players and, really get some quality players to run with Luka Doncic. But yeah, this team's got a lot of big contracts, a lot of players that aren't really worth their money, like Davis Bertans right here making 16 mil this year. Reggie Bullock has been really underperforming, making 10 mil right there. They just got Kemba Walker, who, I guess could do something a little bit. He didn't really do much for the Knicks last year, but you never know. Tim Hardaway is making a whole lot of money, almost $20 million. So for those of you who don't really know, this is what the Dallas Mavericks look like right now. Of course, they have Luka Doncic, their main guy. Then they got Spencer Dinwiddie here as their secondary ball handler. But after that, they really don't have anyone else who can handle the ball. Like I said, they did just sign Kemba, so he can handle the ball. I don't know how effective he will be with that, but he can. Then they kind of just tried to surround Luka with a bunch of 3-and-D guys. Tim Hardaway's more 3, Dorian Finney-Smith more D, pause. And then that's pretty much what their basis is for all their wings. Josh Green, Reggie Bullock, even some of their bigs with Davis and, Dwight can shoot a little bit. Then they got their guy Christian Wood, who's supposed to be their secondary star. He hasn't really been that secondary star. He's been coming off the bench for them a lot recently. I don't know if I like that move. He might be sliding into the starting position for this team personally. But yeah, I want to try to really focus on getting Luka a true number 2 guy, a number 2 ball handler, scorer, stuff like that. So let's get into the trades. Remember how I said most of the picks went to the Knicks? Yeah, they got only 3 first-round picks to be able to be traded in 2 seconds. So not looking the best. So I'm looking at this trade right here where we would be getting Gordon Hayward from the Hornets. This makes sense for the Hornets side, why they want to get rid of Gordon Hayward. They're really just trying to go into more rebuilding in their roster. They originally were going to give me Dennis Smith Jr. in this as well. I'm going to try to get Jalen McDaniels instead. We're only giving up Davis Bertans, Reggie Bullock, a first and a second. Both of these guys have been severely underperforming this year. Davis is barely getting any PT really. And he's making a whole lot of money, so I don't really like that. Reggie, like I said, just underperforming. That $10 million makes this really work, so we can get Gordon Hayward. Let's see what they say. Are they going to give it to us? Yes. Now, I feel like this trade doesn't really make sense fit-wise, but I feel like it's kind of too good for me to pass up. We're only giving up Dwight Powell. Josh Green is a nice young piece that we're giving up here, but we're trying to win a championship right now, and a first-round pick for Jared Vanderbilt and Walker Kessler. Both of these guys would really help our defense on this team, which is very bad right now. Jared Vanderbilt, obviously lockdown perimeter defender. Walker Kessler is a great deterrent of the rim. So I think I'm going to have to do this trade, and then we'll just have to work around the edges afterwards, but this is too much value for me to decline. Well, this trade is just perfect for us. The Clippers want to give us John Wall and Nick Batum. Nick Batum probably won't be in our rotation, but at least we'll be getting John Wall. And we're only giving up JaVale McGee, Maxi Kleber, and a first. Calm, easy, accept, yes. And honestly, I'm pretty sure those 3 trades are all we're going to have to do. I like the look of this team a whole lot more than what we started off with. We'll just quickly run through it real quick. The starting lineup is pretty much the same, except now we have Jared Vanderbilt starting at that small forward position instead of, I believe it was Reggie Bullock starting there before we made all these trades. I was contemplating either Gordon Hayward or Jared Vanderbilt, but I did decide to start Jared Vanderbilt for the defense here. Between him and Dorian Finney-Smith right here, our wings we have fantastic defenders there, especially since we're starting Christian Wood. I wanted to have a more defensive presence. Along with, Luka and Spence are not the best defenders themselves. So I wanted to have these guys on the court starting for defensive purposes. But this starting lineup, like I said, pretty much the same. The bench is where we really changed it up. And that's where I think the Mavericks' biggest issue is their depth. So right now, our 6th man is going to be Gordon Hayward at that small forward position. Gordon is another guy who can handle the ball, get his own bucket, but he is also fantastic off the ball with the catch and shoot. So I think that'll work very well for Luka Doncic to be able to take the pressure off of him and create his own shot, but also coexist with him and be on the court and knock down some shots. Then we got John Wall here as our backup guard. I'm going to keep saying this. They had no other ball handler besides Luka and Spence. So now John Wall is going to be here. John Wall is going to kind of take over the Spencer Dinwiddie role of last year, since Spence had to step up and do that Jalen Brunson role. So John Wall will be our six-man guard. I mean, seventh technically, but you know what I'm saying. Then we got Walker Kessler here, our more of a defensive center. You know, Christian Wood, not the best defender, saying it lightly. So we got Walker Kessler here to, really just hammer down the defense whenever we need it like that. Need a good rim protecting big. And then at our power forward backup, we got Jalen McDaniels, just another lengthy 3-and-D guy. He could defend, knock down a shot, got some super long arms, 6'9", great size right there. So I like him on the team. And then our 10th man here is Tim Hardaway Jr. You could argue we should have traded him to get more value from his contract. But, he's all right here in Dallas. He's going to be getting some minutes. His role is way, way, way lower. So hopefully he can capitalize that and just become more efficient. But yeah, I think it's time to just get into simulation. Luka, you have some newfound help. Let's see if you can capitalize with it. Of course, Luka Doncic is an all-star starter on Team Steph. Luka Doncic wins MVP. He's not averaging a triple-double, but he's still doing his thing. Paolo Banchero, Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons is a sixth-man there in Brooklyn, I guess. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Cade Cunningham, Most Improved. And Billy Donovan, Coach of the Year. Of course, MVP Luka is going to be All-NBA First Team. Luka's also Defensive Second Team. And Walker Kessler also made All-Rookie Second Team. Alright, so he ended up being the second seed here, winning 52 games. So we're actually tied for the 1 seed with the Grizzlies. I guess I got the tiebreaker, but not bad. Great season. Alright, now it's time to look at the stats here. And one thing that jumps off the page right away is we got a decent amount of people averaging double digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people averaging double digits. Not bad at all. I don't know if that's a record for Luka, having 4 other teammates average double digits, but I feel like that it could be. Nonetheless, though, starting off with MVP Luka, of course, he's going to average a buttload of points. 32 points per game with 9.5 rebounds, 9 assists, a steal and a half, almost a block on top of that. This man, Luka, man, every time I see his stats, it doesn't matter. I'll still be amazed. Our second leading scorer was my man Christian Wood here, getting the start this season. 16.5 points, 8 rebounds, and an assist with a block in there, too. Shot the ball pretty well for his standards. Nothing really to complain about for Christian right here. And then our sixth man, John Wall, being our third leading scorer, giving us 16.5 with 5 rebounds. Not bad. And a steal on top of that. The efficiency, I mean, it's not the best, but for John Wall, it's pretty good. It's actually a career high for John Wall. Yeah, career high from the field from John Wall. From 3, it's not career high, but decent numbers. So we got a little resurgence for John right there. Spence with a nice 13 points, 5 assists as well for us. Gordon Hayward off our bench. A nice 10 points. It wasn't too much. I expected him to do a little bit more, but, I mean, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Not bad. He shot it terribly, man. Wow. 29% from 3. Come on, Gordon. Come on now. You gotta pick it up a little bit. But Walker Kessler here, he made all-rookie team. It's a great addition off our bench. 8 points, 6.5 rebounds, a block and a half. Shooting it pretty well for a rookie. I love that trade that we did. Dorian's here doing his thing. Then we got guys like here, like Jared Vanderbilt started every game, and he only put up 4 points. I mean, we didn't get him to score, but it's still really funny to look at. Whoa, 77%. No, that's 7% from 3. Not even 77. 7% from 3. 1 for 13. I mean, yeah, he don't shoot threes like that, but that's crazy. That's got to be the lowest I've ever seen from 3. All right, well, let's just get right into it. Get into the playoffs here. Going up against Sacramento. Let's see if they got any difference in their team from real life. They traded for Klay Thompson. They traded De'Aaron Fox for Klay Thompson, it looks like, because they're starting DeLon Wright. But, yeah, they got Klay Thompson, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis. DeLon Wright is guarding Luka. It's kind of what I'm focusing on here. And, I mean, if DeLon Wright is guarding Luka, I mean, if anyone's really guarding Luka, it's not much. But DeLon Wright, they actually took a game from us, all right? I wasn't expecting that. They took 2 games from us. Stop messing around here, boys. Thank you. We got it out of there. That's crazy. Kevin Huerter doing his thing, but Luka put up 40 at 6 and 8 to get out of there. He definitely wanted to get out of there. Like, This is a lot. I love seeing this. We have a lot of people scoring a lot of points. That's what I was looking for in this team. I didn't want it to be Luka drops 60 and his next leading scorer, yeah, Christian Wood will drop 16, and then it's 3, 5, 2. Like, I wanted Luka to have an actual basketball team around him, so he didn't have to do everything. And it's working so far. I mean, it's very early on. Yeah, now I got to see who they got. All right, so I guess they got their 6-man. I'm so confused, bro. Where did De'Aaron Fox go? They got 6-man De'Aaron Fox. It's Steph, Jordan Poole, Wiggins, Draymond, and Wiseman starting for them. It's a battle of Steph and Luka, so let's see who's going to win that matchup. I think our team matches up a lot better to the Warriors than the Mavericks last year when they lost to them in the playoffs. And we are up 3-1, which is nice to see. Let's get out of there. We get out there in 6 as well. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox is a 6-man here in Golden State now. And, I mean, I guess it's working for him. 31, 9, and 6 with 3 steals and 2 blocks. That's some Luka numbers right there, man. But our actual Luka numbers are 31, 10, and 7 for here. John Wall off our bench is killing it, bro. Yes, sir. In this playoffs, he is killing it. You love to see that, John. And then, yeah, just everyone else. The ensemble of the team that we built here really doing its thing. In the conference finals, going up against New Orleans here, the 4-seeded New Orleans Pelicans. They got the same team, except they're starting Jose Alvarado instead of Herb Jones. Don't really know why. I would rather take Herb's size because you don't even lose the defense there. Nonetheless, though, let's go through here. We win Game 1 and Game 2 and Game 3. Are we going to sweep Zion? Nah, we're not going to sweep Zion. We'll probably get out of there in 6, though, right, please? Yes, we do. Luka Doncic, Western Conference Finals MVP, 33 points, 7.5 rebounds, 9 assists. Shooting it great. Yes, sir, Luka. We get out of there in 6. And in the closeout game, John Wall, bro. John Wall is going absolutely dumb. And every time we check here, we got at least 5 people in double digits. Gordon Hayward with a triple-double watch game, I guess you could call it. He's just filling the stat sheet, doing a little bit of everything. I love to see that, Gordon. And now we are going into the finals to go up against the Bulls here. And this Bulls team is the same as real life. We have no injuries, so Lonzo's back. Lonzo, Zach, DeMar, Patrick Williams, and Vucevic. I like our chances against this team, to be honest with you. I think we have the defensive personnel, and we got the offense for sure with Luka. I say that, and they take Game 1, though, and Game 2. Well, I'll fix the rotation prematurely here. All right, this is the rotation we're going to be running with here into the finals for the rest of the time going. We are down 0-2, so we got to make some changes. The starting lineup is the same, except Luka is getting 45 minutes per game. Christian Wood is also getting a lot of minutes here at 37. And then we shortened it to an 8-man, so off our bench, we're only getting Walker Kessler, Gordon Hayward, and John Wall. I feel like that's a pretty good mix here. We got our guard, our wing, and then our big off our bench, but all 3 playing fantastic this season. So let's go into there, and let's mess up the Chicago Bulls here. We're back in Dallas here. And we win back in Dallas. Great. Let's win this next one. Perfect. Tied 2-2. Take the lead and finish in 6. Yes, sir. Dallas Mavericks won the championship. Luka putting up a very nice 35, 10, and 13 with 3.5 steals, bro. This man, bro, he is insane. I know the moves we made in this video aren't realistic, but I really do hope that the Dallas Mavericks make some type of moves, man. Luka really does deserve it. I would hate to see a great player like Luka never really get that support and help he needs, and it hinders him and his career from taking the next step. I really am a big Luka fan. I hope he makes the playoffs. I hope he makes the finals. I hope he makes championships. I hope he has a fantastic season, but that goes with the team first. Mark Cuban, get my man some help. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. In the description, there'll be links to all my social medias, so make sure you follow me on all those to keep up to date with me. Catch y'all.